So I'm always looking for novel and whimsical ways to present flowers, and I stumbled upon these pastel cones on Amazon. Hi, welcome to another video. Today I'm going to show you how to create whimsical little presentation bouquets in these pastel cones. I found these on Amazon. They're just simple paper cones, but I thought they were so pretty, the colors, and I'm a sucker for these pretty pastel colors. So I chose three, this sort of buff yellow, this robin's egg blue, and this baby pink. And all I did was put coordinating tissue paper in it, this sort of orange sherbety color, the pale blue, and the powder pink. I was playing around with it. I made little hand-tied bouquets and put them in the cones, and they just kept flopping over because these are just paper cones. And once you have flowers in them, it gets too heavy, so they fall over. So I thought, what can I do to weigh it down and also give it a water source so that if you are presenting this to someone, they could just set it down on their desk or table, or if you're at a restaurant, and have water source. So I came up with a pretty good way to do this. And with Valentine's Day just around the corner, I think this would be a great video for you to see and maybe play around with these cones yourself. Let's get started. Now I'm going to remove these two and show you with the blue one how we set up the apparatus inside. And also I wanted you to see what you get when you buy these cones. Not much, but they're just really cute. So what I have in here is a little bud vase from the local Dollar Tree. These are $1.25, and I chose this because it's the right height. It's got a kind of a heavier bottom, a nice reservoir for water, and I like the little skinny neck because it'll hold your arrangement, almost like a hand-tied bouquet. This is the hand-tied part. And all this is just a piece of tissue paper in a coordinating color. And this is what you get when you buy these, is just a flat cone. They come in a pack like this, and they're flat. It's hollow on the bottom, so they just slip right over things. And so that's all it is. And what I did was just add the tissue paper. Now you could do coordinating colors or contrasting colors depending on your mood. I chose this pale blue in here. And what it is basically just a square piece of tissue paper. I lay it out on a diagonal, like a diamond shape. And because you want more tissue paper in the back and not so much in the front, I put the vase about a third from the bottom. And then you just gather up the tissue paper like this. Kind of try to shape it a little bit in your hand before you plop it in the vase. You'll have a chance to adjust a little bit later. And then you just plop it in the vase. And then you could just kind of, fluff it up a little bit. And there you have it. You've got a water source. It's stable. Because this cone is all one piece and smaller on the bottom, the vase is not going to fall through. And I thought this would be great as a presentation bouquet. Like you're bringing it to someone's house or to a restaurant for like a friend's birthday. With these colors, these would be adorable for like a baby shower or a bridal shower. So let's get started on putting the flowers in. So I was just imagining sort of more a monochromatic color scheme for the cones. So we're going to start with a blue one. I'm going to use blue and white flowers with a little bit of that fresh green in there. Just something very fresh and clean. Oh, I wanted to show you a relatively new product to me. This is something I saw at the flower market. It's called Unicorn Baby's Breath. So it's basically baby's breath dyed in all sorts of pastel colors. Okay, so I don't know how I feel about this. Is this really cute or really tacky? I don't know. A little tacky, but I was envisioning using the separate colors, the colors separately, not all together in this pastel bunch. I mean, I guess it could be cute for like a little girl's birthday party, a unicorn themed one. I don't know, but I thought I'd show you guys something fun I found in the market. So originally I was just going to make hand-tied bouquets, and plop it in the vase. But I found that it's actually easier just to arrange it in the vase itself and not have to mess with the hand tying. Because with the hand tie, what happened was the stem was too thick to fit down the neck of the vase. And so I figure I'll just do it in the vase as we go. So I'm going to start with these really beautiful, giant, Dusty Miller leaves. So Dusty Miller comes in this like grayish green that I thought would be very pretty in this arrangement. And the leaves are gigantic in this, which I think will create a really pretty, I don't know, like a perimeter almost. You just fan it out like this. Okay. Like a presentation bouquet, because it's going to be one-sided, right? And we have beautiful lisianthus and these incredible anemones that I'm just dying to use. So these are going to be our main flowers we're going to use. I love anemones, and these are gorgeous. I planted some this year from bulb. I'll update you, let you know if any of it comes up. And these lisianthus are really pretty, kind of a frilly variety. These are all long-lasting flowers too. Like the little lisianthus buds, they're so pretty. It can't be easier because you've got that little vase with that little neck to hold your flowers in for you. So I've got the anemones sort of on one side, Lizzie on the other side. I mean, you know, just whatever looks pretty to you. May do a third anemone over here. Make sure you're getting inside the vase. You're not just like poking it into the cone so that your flowers get some water. Okay. And I'm going to use some of the baby blue and green unicorn baby's breath as my filler. Didn't have a lot of pretty blue-green flowers at the flower market. I was hoping to get some Tweedia and things like that. They only had belladonna and only in the darker blue. And I wanted the sky blue. They had the delphinium, but it's way too big for what we're doing. So, hey, we're going to go for the unicorn baby's breath. It's actually kind of cute in here, not too terrible. Okay. Okay, should I add another Lizzie over here? I think it's pretty good. I don't want it to be a huge bouquet. Maybe some of the Lizzie buds would be pretty here. Okay. I'm trying to think if I want to add a little bit more of this gray Dusty Miller. This was all the rage for a while. We were doing tons and tons of wedding with peachy blush roses and this grayish Dusty Miller. That was the big hit a few years ago. Okay, and this one is all done. Isn't that cute? I would be so happy to get a bouquet like this. And you can see how this would be adorable for a baby shower or a bridal shower, where these could be the favors. That's another good idea, is to create beautiful arrangements like this, group it like along the table, and then the ladies can take them home. That's going to start a riot. Next, we're going to move on to this orangey apricot arrangement. I'm going to use this beautiful rose called Phoenix and spray rose called Sahara Spray. Those are our main roses in here. I'm going to put the Sahara Spray in the back because I want that to be kind of the tall stem in the back. Then I'll put the Phoenix rose in here, kind of the mouth. Look at this beautiful mum we found. This is like an antique blush mum. I hope the color comes through. It's almost translucent. It's a very delicate mum. They were all packaged with this little net around it. So you remove the net so that the mums don't shatter. But one of the bunch actually shattered as soon as I opened it. So now I know why they have it packaged. There it is, so pretty. Let's go ahead and put this one in. Maybe another mum here. Let's add another peachy apricot rose in here. Just kind of fun and relaxing to do these little arrangements because there's no right or wrong. You just kind of put it in however you like. I have a stem of this very pretty Queen Anne's lace, but it's not white. It's sort of kissed with like a mauve-y color. One of my favorite filler flowers, wax flower. This comes in basically two colors, like a purpley pink and white. And there are a lot of different shapes and sizes to these flowers. This is sort of a larger wax flower, and there's some that are frillier and smaller. Love the wax flower because it lasts really long and it lasts well out of water, so it's sort of a go-to for me for boutonnieres and corsages. In winter is the perfect time for these. It's just a little filler flower just to loosen up the arrangement. I want these arrangements to look kind of casual and you know, not too thought out, if that makes any sense. And we have a fluffy stem of brown pampas grass that I thought would be really fun in here, just to be a little different. Now, obviously, the pampas grass does not have to be in water, but it's fine in water as well. Okay, I think we're done. So this is my apricot peach arrangement. I think that'd be really pretty for someone's birthday. And then we have one more. Now we're gonna do the pink arrangement. All right, so we have this beautiful rose called Hotspot. It's like a bright pink, magenta pink rose. And I think it's gonna open up beautifully because it's got tons and tons of ruffly petals, almost like a English rose. And then we have this little bicolor spray rose. I don't know the name of that one. Okay, gonna start with my large flower. Okay, add some of these pinky white spray roses. Now the bunch I got was not very happy. A lot of the heads fell off when I opened the pack. So we have a lot of empty stems. Okay. I also have some hot pink mini carnations. Mini carns are not my favorite, but I think in this will be very pretty because you just kind of see the frilly tops of them. And you know, with Valentine's Day around the corner, this would be really cute. Now don't throw away the little side flowers because you can always use them as something else. Okay, do we want another one of these hotspot roses? I think so. Oh, see how many heads we lost? I'm just going to cut that part off and use these two here, which is fine because I didn't want a large cluster of this anyway. For an accent that's not pink, I have these side buds from larkspur. I bought a bunch of white larkspur, which are really tall, spiky flowers, and they always have all these side shoots that are really great to use as almost like a filler to give you a different texture. And I thought the green would be very pretty with the pink. And add a little movement and just kind of break up the tightness of your little bouquet here. Okay, that's pretty. I do like the side shoots from the larkspur. Now larkspur comes in white, purple, pink, lavender. Okay. I don't know, should I add in some of that pink baby's breath from my unicorn baby's breath here? Let's take a look. Let's see if we can separate out like a sprig of pink. Don't even know if it'll look good with this. That's kind of cute. I bought it, so I'll use it. Okay. Okay. Let me find another sprig of pink. I don't know. Maybe on the side here. Okay. And there you have it. Here's the pink one. All done. Okay. And there you have it. We're all done. We have 3 cute little bouquets in these paper cones. I like how they turned out. I like how we have a lot of different elements in each one, and I love the colors. So I hope I inspired you to try this yourself. I will link in the description where we bought these cones. They're very inexpensive. Please, as always, like and subscribe, and leave me a comment to let me know if you made these, and I will see you in my next video.